What's good, world? Malcolm back again. And today I'm going to talk about something I talked about a long time ago, which was dealing with shame and guilt in my transition. So, more so, I'm going to be talking about how I got over that. A lot of people reached out to me saying I'm dealing with the same thing. I really don't know how to get over it. Stuff like that, along the lines of that. So, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So, let's just get right into it. So, when I first started transitioning, my major issue was the fact that I felt like I was letting my family down. I felt like I was taking somebody away from my mom and my wife and my stepdaughter. Like, I felt like I don't really know how to say it, but I can feel it. but I felt like I was just taking something away from these people. And I think part of what helped me get over it was the fact that I didn't think my mom was going to be accepting at all, and she was accepting, or at least she was she tolerated it. Now I think she accepts it a little more. She doesn't slip up as much. She corrects people now. She introduces me as her son, and with my wife, she really was like, okay, if that's what you want to do. And ever since then, it hasn't been a problem. Like, even when I asked her, well, how do you really feel, or do you feel like I'm taking part of your identity away, it was never a problem. So that was probably part of the reason why it was so easy for me to start overcoming those feelings of shame and guilt. Another major thing that was just like, I guess, a pivotal point of me overcoming it was the fact that I realized how much happier I was, and that made a big difference. Like, I started comparing how I felt a year ago to how I feel now, and where was I a year ago or 2 years ago, things like that. Like, just overall how I felt, mentally, number one, and emotionally, number two. Um, Mentally, like, I've always had a good head on my shoulders, and I've always tried to, like, have the best possible outcome with whatever I was doing. But emotionally, I was holding a lot of stuff back. It was almost like it's a lot of pain behind this smile type thing. But now it's so much more genuine, and I feel like my whole perspective has really changed. Like, I was never optimistic, and now I'm more optimistic than my wife, who was always like, well, it's going to get better and we'll see the positive in this eventually. I was never that person. I just started noticing little things about how I was as a person had changed for the good. And that was another reason, or another reason that I was able to overcome the shame and the guilt of transitioning. The third thing that really did it for me, other than that, was the fact that this is my life. And I think that really came into play when a lot of my family members, who was extended family members, when I saw them, I was like, yeah, this is who I am now. Oh, well, that's your life. And a lot of people told me, like, can't tell you how to live your life. And that was something that I kind of took with me and was like, well, they're right. Like, at the end of the day, if this is how I want to live, then I need to be proud of myself, and I need to get over whatever's holding me back. What are y'all doing? So, I guess words of advice at this point. If that is something you're dealing with or something you dealt with, honestly just think, this is my life and this is what's going to make me happy. And if you have someone who is accepting in your family, because I know a lot of people have family members who kind of reject them or shun them away or like talk down to them, get away from those people and stick to the ones that's accepting you and making you feel like, at the end of the day, you're still a human, you're still a person, you're still my kid. So that would be my advice. Love yourself, and don't really let people bring you down. Because a lot of people will try to bring you down, especially if you're doing something that is outside of what they consider the norm. So that's what I have for y'all today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm sorry for my sketchy uploading schedule. It is so sporadic. I know I said that I was going to bring the baby in one of these videos, but it is freezing in this garage, and I'm just not going to bring him down here right now. I could do a video upstairs, but the lighting situation up there sucks. So if you guys do want to see any pictures of him, I always put him on Snapchat, and I do have some pictures of him on Instagram, so you guys could go there. But that's all I have for y'all today. So remember, you are loved. Stay true to you. I'm out.